Welcome to the GoServicePro tutorial on grids. GoServicePro uses grids throughout the application to display data in tables. Each row shows an item, and each column displays a property of that item. Depending on the grid, there are different options for actions we can take on the grid and its data. We will now go through the available options to help us start using the grid. We can resize columns to fit our needs. To do this, move the cursor to the line between columns in the header. When the cursor changes shape, click and drag the column to adjust its size. Double-clicking here will automatically resize the column. To sort the grid by a column, click the cell with the column name. An upward arrow next to the column name means the grid is sorted in ascending order, while a downward arrow means descending order. If there is no arrow, the sort is reset to the default order. Columns with blue text are hyperlinks. Clicking these links will open the item in a new tab. The Multiselect option appears on grids that let us select multiple rows at once. We use this to perform actions on several records at the same time. To use it, click the button and a column with checkboxes will show up on the left side of the grid. We can select individual records or select all by using the checkbox at the top. Clicking the Multi-Select button again will hide that column. The Export to Excel button lets us export the grid's contents to an Excel spreadsheet. Any layout changes or filters we have applied will appear in the export. Just click the Export button and the spreadsheet will be saved to your computer. If the grid has multiple levels, the Expand All button will show all sublevels under each parent row. The Collapse All button will hide all sublevels. We can also expand or collapse levels one by one using the caret on the grid. In some grids, we may see options to add, edit, or delete records. If these options are not visible, then they are not available on that grid. To add an item, click the plus icon button. A form will open where we can fill in the needed data for the grid. Once saved, the new item will appear in the grid. If the item can be edited, a pencil icon will show up on the left side of the grid. Clicking the pencil will open the form to edit the item. Once saved, the changes will show in the grid. To delete an item, select the row you want to remove and click the Delete button. That row will be removed from the grid. Some grids may have other actions we can use on their rows. These actions are found under the Actions menu on the left side of the grid's toolbar. The available actions will change depending on the object. For more details, please check the specific tutorials for each object. Some grids are set up to show only active or open records by default. If so, a button will appear on the grid's toolbar that lets us include records that are usually hidden. Click this button to show the hidden records. We can see the total number of records increases when we click that button. To hide the records again, just click the button again. The Reports menu lets us create, edit, and view reports using the data in the grid. To view a report, we click the Menu button in the grid toolbar, choose a report from the list, and click the View button. To make a new report, we use the Add button in the Reports menu. To edit a report, we select it and click the Edit button. If we want to remove a report, we select it and click the Delete button. To refresh the list, we click the Refresh button. For more details on creating and editing reports, we can check the reporting guide. The Layout menu lets us save presets that customize how the grid looks. We can show or hide columns and change their order to fit our needs. Every grid has a standard layout that we cannot change or delete. To use a different layout, we just pick one from the list and click Apply. To make a new layout, click Add. Enter a name. Use the checkboxes to pick which columns to show in the grid. Drag columns up or down to set their order. Then click Save. If we want to edit a layout, we select it from the list, click Edit, make our changes, and click Save. To remove a layout, we select it and click Delete. If we want to share a layout with others, we select it, click Share, choose the users, and click Save. Filtering the grids helps us display only the data we need in the table. We have a few ways to filter grids. The Date filter, located in the upper right of the Grids toolbar, lets us see only items created during a specific time period. We clear the Date filter by choosing the empty option at the top of the list. The Full Text search bar lets us search the entire grid for specific keywords. If we want to filter just one column, we use the Ad Hoc filter row in the grid. The Ad Hoc filter row also gives us different options for how the filter is applied. To clear filters from the grid, we click the Clear button. Like layouts, filters can also be saved and shared with other users. To save a filter, we first apply it to the grid, then open the Filters menu. Click the New button. To create a new filter, we give it a name and click Save. To use a saved filter, we go to the Filters menu, select the filter from the list, and click Apply. The filter is now applied to the grid. To delete a filter, we open the Filters menu, select the filter to delete, and click Delete. To set a default filter, we go to the Filters menu, select the filter, and click Default. When a filter is set as default, the grid will open with that filter applied automatically. To remove the default, we click the Default button again with the default filter selected. To share a filter, we select the filter in the list and click Share. Choose the users who should get the filter and click Save. The Settings menu lets us adjust different options for the grid. Some settings are turned on by default, while others are turned off. The first setting controls if the grid loads automatically when we open the form. If it is off, the grid will not load, and we need to click the Search button to load it. The next option controls whether the Ad Hoc filter row is visible in the grid. If we turn this off, the filter row will be hidden. The third setting lets us choose if all rows are returned on the grid. To improve performance, most grids will only display the top 10,000 records by default. If we turn this on, all records will be shown. Some grids have a preview form that displays more details about the selected item. To see the preview, we go to Grid Settings and select Show Preview. If this option is available, the preview window will open on the right side of the screen. The information in the preview changes based on the row we select and the grid we are using. We can adjust the width of the preview pane by dragging its left side to the left or right. For more information about a specific grid and the data it contains, we can check the videos and help documentation related to the form where it is located. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to watch more related content, look for links to other videos in the description down below, or visit us at our website at GoServicePro.com.